So, do we have to do the kitchen or the living room first? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you start at the kitchen, the long radiator in the kitchen, then do the window here.
That didn't have any air.
Okay.
Okay, you do the kitchen one first. It's right by the door. By the way, this is part 2, tape 2 of the house instructions
Jeff has got it already.
from Paul.
He's got it all.
Have you owned a house before?
Yeah, what's it?
I said, have you owned a house before?
He's got it done. Yeah. And then you got
Good
one
job.
back there in the corner. I don't know if you can get to that one.
Oh yeah, you gotta put your desk where the
You
bleeder.
go through the bottom there. You can go through the bottom.
Good luck.
And then your belly.
This is once a year?
Once a year is all you do it.
You don't have to show this.
Until you start them up. The ones that'll have the most air is they'll have light air in the rest. You want to get it all out, though. Otherwise, you'll get the boom, boom.
Do you do it in the spring?
No, you don't have to do anything.
Oh, just in the fall.
Just
The only
in the
thing
fall.
is the air conditioners.
Air conditioners
Right.
in the spring.
Spring and the air conditioners. That's all.
So the whole rest of the tape is fall.
Then you've got all summer to work.
This will
on.
be our September viewing then.
Yeah, you've got all summer to do the boiler if you want.
We'll watch you every year, Paul.
Basically, it's really simple. It's not that hard. These floors are just beautiful, man.
Aren't they just gorgeous?
Wow.
Oh. So when you first moved in here, was there hardwood floors then?
They were hardwood floors, but they were dark, real dark.
Really
and then
dark.
we had them sanded, but then she never took care of them,
Okay.
and they went bad. So I carpeted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, put your finger on the little knob and make sure no water. Usually, when you shut them off, they are off. They're kind of seated down. They're like a little cone, and it seats down into a cone. It's like a little. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's like a pin that seats into a hole, and it gets wider as it goes up, and it seats. And
right,
that's
okay.
Jeff just took right over. He knows his stuff.
There's a lot to know about a house.
And this is that toilet saver thing with the deal. And I was tempted to take out that little bowl inside if you ever have trouble with it flushing. You know, see that little thing, the little,
Oh, yeah.
that's what you're flushing. That's the water you don't use the whole amount. And it's just that little bowl. I was tempted to take that out and just, because you never get enough water sometimes.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Uses, what is
What's
it, I think
down
13?
there?
Wow.
You're not getting much.
No.
There's another one in this one. I added the second. That's before I insulated and everything. So that's the second one you gotta do. That's the only one like this. I just connected.
Okay, this is the very last one up here. Make a square around the house.
Nothing in there.
You might have to bleed this, but you might never.
Yeah,
in there.
plug in it.
Okay.
You want to bleed this one right here.
Okay.
So you want to bleed up on the
This
ceiling.
is it here. Yeah. Just when you get done with all your ceiling work and stuff, just push that up.
Okay.
So this is the bleeder there, and there's a. Let me take a look. Let's see.
Okay, don't monkey with that because we want the heat in here. In the bathroom. Aha, we found you.
You got another one right in the
Oh,
corner.
another one right there. Found it.
That's it. You ever see it go all the way up to?
8 to 10.
If you ever see it go way up,
Uh-huh.
I mean way up, where it actually starts bleeding,
Do we have to do that?
if you ever have to.
Well,
I
if
don't
we
know
ever
why
have
why
to.
you would have to.
There
Unless
it
you
is.
were doing something with a radiator, adding a radiator to row poundage, and then you
Yeah.
can monkey with it.
Right.
There'll still be water down here, unless
Yeah.
you're going to take a radiator
You
out.
can't have pressure on the water. Then you
No pressure, no pressure at all. Every time you come down,
Okay.
if you want to, this will take out the air before it gets up into the radiators. This is what this is for. It's
So,
a surge.
This is at the end of after bleeding.
And just take and
After we all bleed.
turn it.
We have to do
Turn
that.
it. Yeah, leave the key right in it. Because every time I come down, there's something, and once a week or something, I'll hit this. And after a while in the wintertime, you'll never get anything but water. You'll once it's bled down, just water comes out. That's it.
Okay.
It
That's
is the
it.
key.
Okay.
When you bleed and it drops, push her back to 10 pounds. 8, 9, 10 pounds. You can go as high as 12, but don't go any higher than that because you'll blow the safety valve.
Okay.
But that's it. Just run her. 10 pounds is a good. That's where I used to keep it. Try to keep it there. It'll gain a little. It'll come up a little bit by itself when it gets cold, 30 below out. You'll see it come up. Now remember, you're heating it upstairs. Now, my heat bill was the downstairs only. So when you heat the upstairs, you're going to have a higher bill.
So you said might need to adjust the valve on the upstairs. That was.
You close or open them. You can, if it gets too hot up there, you just open and close one of those valves. The valve that allows the water to come up. I'll show you.
What are those?
These are power piles. There's a brand new one there, and this still is a good one. These are like a thermocouple is on a water heater. These create electricity. That's why you can flip that switch and it keeps on running when the power's off.
Right.
It makes its own electricity. So you got 2 of them here. They're worth $26 a piece. So don't throw them. Keep them in case you need them. You know, if it's a holiday, you can't get anybody here, you can change that yourself.
Okay.
It's real simple to do. I've only had one go bad in 32 years, and Service Plus did it for me. So.
Okay.
And these are extra bleeders upstairs. If something cracks or something, you can screw them in.
Okay.
They're made for that. There's the fuses. Here's flanges for that. If something ever happens, you drop something on it, it cracks it. You got more flange here. This is a flange with a pipe. This flange is good. I don't know, what is this? That must be the siding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you your colors, and it gives you. There's some in the garage too. I've got extra siding in the garage.
I saw that up in the roof.
Yeah, there's a coil. That coil is worth a fortune. It's about $250. That coil of PV blue, that vinyl clad aluminum.
Wow.
Yeah, that's worth some bucks. So
Okay.
I have no use for it. So you guys will just keep her.
Okay.
If you go halfway first, see how the heat is, and I think I was running it about right there, a little bit less than half.
Okay.
And that keeps it about 72 up there.
Okay.
Rather than those damn, what do they call them? They're like rheostats that open and close.
Right.
You have nothing but grief with them.
Yeah.
You get, if there's any calcium in that water, it gets between the valve. Within 2 months, you've got to replace it. And they're about $200 to replace. It isn't worth it. This here, you can do the same thing, only just a fine adjust. Once you get it, you're done with it. You never touch it again.
Right. Okay.
But just run her there right now in the fall, and you'll see.
Okay.
If you start your furnace now, you'll be paying for nothing. But you can, if you want to try it, try it.
No, that's fine.
So do we turn it off though now? That valve?
No.
No,
We leave
just
it there?
leave it
Okay.
because you're running water up there. Water is up there now, so you'll be taking the water before it gets upstairs.
All right.
So what I used this for was to push the antifreeze. I shut this valve off and I pushed the antifreeze up here.
All right. Okay.
And I waited for it to come out here. When it came out here, I shut her down. And I knew it was insulated. That's it, guys. I don't know what else I can tell you.
That's it? There's nothing else?
Uh,
Are you sure? What if we have questions? Can we call you?
you can call me anytime you want.
Okay, what's your phone number? I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
know
We have it
my
written down.
phone-
We have it-
You've got my phone number.
I know.
Angie.
It was a pop quiz. Sorry.
Don't,
Well, thank
don't
you.
ask me all these questions. I'm an old man. I can't remember all these new
No,
numbers.
no. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming over and showing
You're
us all
welcome.
the stuff
You
about
guys
you.
are welcome. Just enjoy because you. This is a nice house.
Do you have anything you'd like to pass on to anybody that may be watching this later?
Well,
No,
if I cut my tongue out and didn't talk so much, I probably would be a lot better man.
Oh no, you have a lot of good things to say. Okay, well, thanks.
I can't think of anything in the garage. You know how to open that valve up.
Yeah.
You know about how to shut the door off to close
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
You know
You showed
that.
me that.
You know about the keys, the 2 holes, but you're using them right now.
Yep.
You know about the fireplace? You take out those 3 screws on the top, put a ladder up, then you get a step
Yep.
ladder and put it
Take
between that B, that's they call that a saddle behind that
Okay.
fireplace. You put the ladder up and then you climb right up on top of that. It's that cost me, that flange up there cost $180. That metal piece. It's
Wow.
flanged up to receive the collar. And there's a storm collar over the top of that. And then the top is up here. You don't monkey with anything below. And just run
Yeah.
your brush down.
I think I can figure that out.
Yeah, and then just don't fall.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to come to wakes. I don't like wakes.
Yeah. No, I won't fall.
I don't either.
Oh,
Especially if you like your husband and stuff.
oh man. Oh, I should show you where your pins on your property line are.
Okay.
Oh, let's see the pins.
You got to come in the garage. You got
Say that again?
when you go through menopause, make sure you go to the doctor to get the pills that get you straightened out.
Okay. Because I don't want to come home and hate you someday.
Yeah, I know. See?
Oh, she just come on. She says, you know what? She says, I hate men. I hate men. What? I said, what did I do to you? She says, I just hate men.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
So, go to the doctor. What is it in the jerk?
This is the layout in the front. This is 80 inches from the corner of the house. And it's 19.4 down. That's your pin.
Okay.
And the other pin is at the end of the wall. It's right on the wall. The one in the north end here, there's the Ellie. There's the, I gotta put my glasses on. It's 2 foot off of the concrete on the slab. Okay, here's a garage slab. You go out this corner. You go 2 foot over, 9'6". There's the pin. This is all square and 90 degrees.
Okay.
That's your pin there. That's how you find that. The water shut off. Here's the water. This is something you might want to really know. This was put in in '92, brand new. It's got a all copper, brand new service in. The shut off is off the front walk, 17'5", and then it's 3 foot 10 inches in on the
Okay.
lawn. It's by the
But there's a tree there. Isn't
for a second. Let me show you. I'll show you.
This is the water shut off. Can you find it?
It's, if you get that 17, whatever it is, measure it off, and then come in 3 foot 10, you come right on top of it. It's right in here. What I did is I dug around it and I uncovered it because it's if you ever have a leak or something in the water, which you should never have, but the top on it, you just reach down. They can come in and shut it off right there, but they got to be able to find it. But they got a magnetic detector. It's somewhere here.
It's somewhere.
3 foot 10 in.
Oh no!
But it's right.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
No, it's back here. See, you only own up to down here. This is all boulevard. It used to be sidewalk in here. We tore it out, but nobody really walked the streets. So we just tore it out so we had more lawn. If you measure that when you come, there's 2 pins side by side. The first surveyor, when I bought it, when they put the garage up, they had a surveyor on. And the second time they surveyed it when I requested it for variance for that alley. I didn't know where my lot line lost it out there, so they did it again. Both pins are side by side. So that's how it is. And then watch this one here. Well, you can see the buds. This was this big, and the wind knocked it down. And I took see the little things growing up. Huh? That's what that was started from. Wow! So you can just clip them on. Huh. And this, you'll get little cherries on the birds will eat them.
Oh,
You can eat them too. They're edible. They're Canadian cherries. Oh.
we have to do something about this.
Okay, put
Circle.
mulch.
Put
Put mulch in first and mix mulch up in it. You can buy a bag for about $6, and then once you get all your plants in, no seeds though, but just plants, because if you seed and put green down, they won't come up. Green does not allow
Green after their stuff
Yeah,
comes
green does not allow anything to come up, so you don't have to weed.
And what did you do for the lawn?
You get Scott Turf Builder.
Okay.
You don't want to put hulls. You can't.
If you get dandelions, you need to put down
weed and feed.
weed and feed.
Scott's.
You heard it here first.
Unused weed, or is that?
No, you just put it all.
Okay.
It actually fertilizes the lawn and kills the
Oh, okay.
And then you want to put down Scott's Turf Builder. It's just fertilizer, straight fertilizer. And you put that down. And then in the fall of the year, you want to put down fertilizer before you get the first frost. You don't want it to grow, because if it grows under the snow, then you get snow mold. And then you get big.
That'll be hard to predict now, though.
What's that?
I said nowadays it's hard to predict the
Yeah,
snow.
you don't know.
Weird
Yeah.
weather. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Leaves are out and it's only May.
Yeah.
Yeah. These don't come out till about the end of May or the middle of May. We're about 2 weeks ahead of time right
Yeah, that guy had dandelions. I think he just mowed over them. So
now. Yeah, see, that's what you want to watch. If you put down weed and feed, then it fertilizes it, and this comes up
If he keeps having dandelions, we'll like mail him a box of weed and feed.
Sure.
I'm just joking.
And if you get moles in the grass, you can see they were here at one time. I killed them off last year. You can get Home Depot has a mole spray. You just put it on. It kills the earthworms and the grubs and the June bugs. Grubs, that's what they feed on.
Oh, so then they all come around.
Yeah, they dig the tunnels, and then they listen. They sit there and they listen. And then as soon as the grub falls through into this hole, boom, he's out and eats it. Or you can open the hole up and put juicy fruit gum down with human hair and castor oil and human urine. They're gone. Huh. We got that. That's WCCO. Castor oil. They love castor oil. Can't stand urine. Can't stand human hair. If they touch it, they don't have any hair on their body. If they touch human hair in the tunnel, they back out. They won't even go for it. They'll leave. Huh. Juicy fruit gum, they love it. They'll eat it, then they can't digest it.
Then they die.
They die, then they're gone. You don't want moles, I'm telling you. It's just a mess.
Okay, no moles here.
Yeah, there you go.
They're not welcome. You hear that? You're not.
Lots of
You're not welcome.
Yeah, there's more than enough. There's too many. Yeah, see, they'll eat because there's not feed. I put out bread for the birds all the time. And I have a little bit of bread left over. Squirrels would grab it and bring it up the tree and set it in the room. You might even see some up there yet. And I stopped doing it because they wouldn't eat it. Then they won't eat the healthy nut bread from whoever makes it, Bradbury or Baker.
Yeah.
They won't eat that. They won't eat it. They eat white bread. Now they were told me that they won't eat white bread, but they'll eat the nut bread.
That's pretty weird.
Well,
That's
that's
awesome.
it, guys. I don't know.
Okay.
Got
well,
anything else to say?
that's very useful information.
I hope that you can use it.
Got
Thanks for saying
it's
that.
mostly like catalogs
Yeah.
and junk mail.
I got that deal through the post office where they're sending it all, and I'm trying to
Water.
get everything switched